Now I know what you're thinking. You read the title of this video and you're like, Ta-kun, you're crazy. But give me a minute, hear me out, let me explain. Just think about Nintendo as a company. They're always trying to expand, get more people involved in gaming, specifically Nintendo, but they're just always trying to expand their market, their horizon, obviously with the Blue Ocean strategy with the DS and Wii, and even some of their older products. They're always trying to innovate in ways that is more engaging, try to get more people involved in this. And, you know, in the modern time, what better way to do that than introduce people through mobile? So as we all know, Nintendo has the 3DS out. It is doing well. It has quite a few units sold, like what, 50 plus, like something odd million units out there. I don't know the specific numbers. It's definitely a good amount. But in comparison to the mobile market, it's nothing. Literally, it's like no comparison because everyone has a smartphone now. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Teenagers, adults, moms, dads, granddads, babies, you know, your baby mama, the dogs, like everyone has a freaking, like, the cat too. Everyone's got, you know, phones and tablets now, smart devices, for no freaking reason, honestly. The point is, every household has multiple mobile devices, for the most part. So when you look at it like that, it makes sense for Nintendo to tap into that market to help get them on the same page, you know, reel them into the world of Nintendo. And that's why it made a lot of sense for Nintendo to make the announcement at Apple's event, because this is Apple. You know, everyone's already watching in the first place. They're a huge name when it comes to anything they touch. I personally don't see the appeal, but it makes sense for them to make the announcement at that event where everyone's watching anyways. So these are people that may not normally tune into like a Nintendo Direct or any gaming event. So this is a very smart move for Nintendo to advertise Super Mario Run at this Apple event to tap into that market I was telling you about that, you know, could potentially come to Nintendo. It's definitely the smartest move they could have done to expand their audience. Now on to the actual game itself. We saw a trailer for it and it looked solid. It's a auto-run side-scroll platformer thing. It's basically the Mario version of Rayman Jungle Run and Rayman Fiesta Run, or whatever those games are called. Now Nintendo is going to be a little more hands-on with this project, so it's not going to be quite like Pokemon Go where they just basically outsource it to a different company, Niantic. Nintendo, like I said, is going to be more involved, a little more hands-on. So there's going to be that, you know, that little bit of polish to it. Nintendo always likes to polish things like crazy. So we can expect the quality to be on par with Nintendo standards. So the gameplay is going to be really good. It's not going to be groundbreaking or anything. Nintendo's not going to throw out all these like crazy new ideas. Just think it's going to be the auto-run game that you might have already played on mobile. It might be a little more refined than that. It's going to be good. It's going to be good quality, but it's not going to be like a big focus for Nintendo. Like, it's not going to be the next AAA Mario game, but it will be a very solid mobile experience. And also, don't expect this game to be too long. Like, I expect it to be long enough to, like, you know, you feel like it was worth the price that you paid for it. Like if it's 99 cents or $2, you can expect the length of the game to match that price. Where you're like, you know, for a $2 game or for 99 cents, you know, it was a good game and it had such amount of length to it where I don't feel like I got gypped. But at the same time, if you really enjoy the game, which you might, it's going to leave you wanting for more. In the sense that, like, I want to play like an actual full-fledged game now. I actually want to play a Mario game now. And that's more or less what Nintendo wants to do. They want to reel you in with Mario Run or whatever mobile games they're going to come out with next, like the Fire Emblem and the Animal Crossing, is going to be enough to reel you into the franchise. The idea of Mario, the idea of Fire Emblem, the idea of Animal Crossing. It's going to be enough to convey that idea to you and leave you wanting more of that idea. So you're going to go try to find it on the Nintendo platforms. You're going to go look at Mario on 3DS or Wii U, most likely the NX, obviously that's the next thing coming out. but you're going to go looking for more of that experience on their actual console, which is where their money is at. And it makes sense for them to do something like that because this is Nintendo. They're not in competition with themselves. They're not going to put like full-blown like games on mobile and compete with the 3DS and, according to rumors, the NX. They're not going to do that. Like I said, it's going to be done in such a way where it's basically going to complement each other. You're going to like introduce people on the mobile through like, you know, $1, $2 games, and it's going to be like, oh wow, you know, this $1, I'll download it for, you know, why not? And it's going to be a good experience for what it is, and you'd be like, wow, so this is kind of what Mario's like. I'll bite, and then go look into the NX or, you know, 3DS. So when you look at it like that, there's really no need for panic. A lot of people are thinking that this is going to be the end of Nintendo. They're going to close their doors, close down all of their hardware, just strictly focus on mobile games, and that's all they're going to do. No. This is by no means Nintendo closing the doors for their handheld or console markets. It's not closing doors at all. Think of Nintendo as redesigning their building. They're basically getting on the page with modern times. Like, Nintendo's sitting there looking around the building like, you know what, you know, back in the day, this was the hot spot. This place was the bomb. But, you know, it's a little old now. Times change. We got to change with it. Let's go ahead, let's add on some rooms. Let's go ahead and redesign this, make it easier so we can access this and that. That's basically what's going on over there. The company is shifting in such a way where they're opening a lot of doors. There's going to be a lot of opportunities that'll be possible from this. Like, this is the start of something really big for Nintendo. But then again, what would I know? I'm just some guy on the internet.